my JEE warriors. I am Diksha Kaushal, your chemistry master teacher, and welcome to Vedantu JEE English. And today I am going to help you in your smooth transition from class 11 to class 12. See, I know that class 11 maybe some health issues, or maybe you were not serious. You have not taken it that much seriously, right? And now you're thinking, I'll just directly jump to class 12th and I'll give my 100% in class 12th. But what if I tell you, even if you give your 100% to class 12th, if your class 11th basics are not clear, then already your class 12th is ruined. That is actually the truth. That is the fact, right? But ma'am, I don't have enough time right now to again start with class 11 and then pause my class 12th. Ma'am, how do I do that? So the simple answer is focus on the linked topics, and today I'll tell you every class 12 chapter how it is linked to that specific topic of class 11. That means before solution from class 11th, what you need to do, before starting chemical bonding from class 11th, what you need to do, I would say before starting DNF block from class 11th, what you need to do. That means the linkage, the connection of class 11 and class 12, so that before starting class 12, you don't have to pause the class 12. You don't have to totally forget about class 11. So let's talk about the JEE syllabus. Firstly, JEE syllabus, as I have mentioned this, the red ones are your class 11 chapters and the white one are your class 12 chapters. So in total, you have 21 chapters in chemistry, right? So now if I talk about these things here, these are the chapters of class 11th and these are class 12 chapter. We'll talk about the relation, the link topics here. So the first chapter of class 12th is solution chapter. For this, you need to be pro in concentration terms, especially molarity and molarity. You should be pro in that, right? And concentration terms is maximum use, molarity, mole fraction is maximum used here. And you should also know an idea for good JEE advanced level question. You should also get an idea about how to apply mole concept and stoichiometry, because mole concept and stoichiometry is applied throughout. Even in organic chemistry, they mix some questions with mole concept and organic. That's why mole concept, you can take a hold on that, but this should be very strong. Mole concept should be very strong. But before starting solution, you should definitely go through concentration terms. Without that, solution is wasted, right? Next is electrochemistry. Redox reaction from class 11 forms the base. Now, ma'am, what are the selected things that I have to do from redox reaction? You should know about oxidation, about reduction. You should know N factor calculation here. That will help you in electrochemistry. If you are totally blank on that, you will go out blank in the electrochemistry N factor numericals, right? Okay. Next is, you have, wait a minute. Next is chemical kinetics. Now I'll tell you, third chapter of class 12th is chemical kinetics. It actually does not have that much relation with anything. But still, if I compare this, in chemical kinetics, there are some formulas of delta G, but chemical kinetics is more of an individual chapter. Even if now you start, you can learn that. So you don't need any prerequisite to understand chemical kinetic as such, right? Okay, yes. Now, in electrochemistry, there is one more chapter that is required, that is equilibrium. Because in electrochemistry, but it is not required as such, it's just that in thermodynamics, you have delta G, and that delta G formula you will also use in electrochemistry. And similarly, that delta G formula you have also used in equilibrium with the help of Kc. So in electrochemistry, there is relation of E naught and Kc and delta G, and that's why, because of those 3-4 formulas, electrochemistry and equilibrium and thermodynamics is interconnected, right? But if you have to do some selected topics, then I would advise you, before starting electrochemistry, firstly though you do redox reaction, and after that go through Gibbs free enthalpy of thermodynamics, that you should know. And from equilibrium, go through the concept of equilibrium constant, Kc, what is the formula of Kc, how do you write down Kc, go through that, and that will help you in electrochemistry. Okay. Now let's talk about physical chemistry we have done of class 12th. Now we will talk about inorganic chemistry, right? So if I talk about inorganic chemistry, now see guys, structure of atom is highly related to inorganic and organic, because in inorganic chemistry you have DNF block and you have coordination chemistry, and you actually write down the electronic configuration of 3D series. That is very important here. So the base of electronic configuration is there in structure of atom. So from structure of atom, electronic configuration will help you in inorganic chemistry, especially in DNF block and coordination chemistry. Without electronic configuration, this chapter is like very difficult. I would say nearly impossible to understand, because you have to write electronic configuration of 3D series everywhere, right? In coordination chemistry also, VBT theory you will see that is also applied, because of electronic configuration is a very major part of that, right? So if you need to recall something, that should be electronic configuration, right? Now for organic chemistry, how it is related to structure of atom? Because in organic chemistry, when you study the base, when you study the pi bond and all that, I would advise you that before organic chemistry, you should do chemical bonding, and chemical bonding is dependent upon structure of atom. Understood? So firstly you do go through structure of atom, electronic configuration, then go through chemical bonding, hybridization part, because this hybridization is based on the electronic configuration. Go through hybridization, then you move towards organic chemistry, right? Because organic chemistry, otherwise the base will be not that clear, right? Okay. Now let's see complete organic. If I talk about complete organic here, in this case, this is impossible. What I am saying? Impossible and a big stupidity if you start organic chemistry without this. And I will make a very detailed video on that. I will give you with the proofs, because this is the most, this still you can manage. I can still give you like do these specific topics only. Okay, I am giving you these specific topics, but here I can't give you specific topics. You have to go through every single thing. You should do inductive effect, you should do the questions on that. Resonance effect, very, very important. Hyperconjugation, rearrangement of carbocation, ring expansion, ring compression, then you should do tautomerism also here. Only then you will be able to understand the organic chemistry reactions. Otherwise, mechanism reactions will go out of cramming, that much you can't do. And do let me know if you want me to make a detailed video why GOC is so important for this one. Okay, do let me know in the comment section. This is very important. Don't ignore this, right? Now, after this guys, what we have, this I told you, organic we have done, and inorganic also I told you about coordination and this. Now, before DNF block, one more thing you need to do, that is periodic table. Now, ma'am, do I have to go through in detail of periodic table? No, I'm just saying, see how periodic table looks like. Where is P block, where is S block, where is D block? And you should get an idea about inert pair effect. What is inert pair effect? You should know the general trends of atomic radii, electron gain enthalpy, electron negativity, and electron affinity. That will help you in understanding DNF block, right? Because lengthenoid contraction is based on, is kind of similar to inert pair effect only, right? So these things are related, right? So this you have to do prerequisite, right? Now this was your JEE Mains syllabus, right, of class 12. Now there are some chapters in class 12 that are in your JEE Advanced, that is solid state, qualitative analysis, metallurgy, polymers. They are not there in JEE Mains, right? Do let me know if you want me to make a proper video on JEE Advanced as well, right, so that I can do that for you, right? Otherwise, they are not so related with class 11, so you can take a chill pill here and you can start doing them after completing your class 12th and class 11th backlogs. After that, you should go through this, right? And now I know that you have so many questions in your head. Ma'am, you must be at different stages at this point. Maybe some chapters, no theory, no question done. Then what you have to do with these chapters? You have to go through proper one shots. you don't have time for detailed lecture, go through one shots, right? Then if still you are not able to understand one shots, then go through detailed videos. If there are some chapters where theory is done superficially, not enough questions, and here I am talking about topics, linked topics that I told you. If you have done theory but not questions, you do have no idea on, then do practice like some PYQs based on that. And if there are some things where theory is done properly and questions are not done, here also focus on more practicing. Here you have to do little bit revision through the notes, and after that go through the questions, right? This is how I am not asking you to complete backlogs. I will make a proper sequence roadmap for the backlogs that you have for completion of chapter. This video was just to tell you that before 12th, this chapter you have to go through this topic of class 11th. Before that, don't start your this chapter of class 12th. Okay, so that linkage you can know, so that class 12, the time that you are devoting to class 12th topics is not ruined, because your that base, that prerequisite that is required before starting that chapter, if not done that, you will end up wasting your time in class 12th as well. Okay, so this video was specially to teach you, to make you understand about these things, right? Now another tip is, guys, resources, what you have to do now, like I told you about GOC, just remember that make running hand notes in the class itself, right? Whenever you are completing any specific topic of class 11 that is linked to class 12, write it like this is your class 12th. Let's say I have started, this is my class 12th, and this is I have started solution chapter. Before these, leave 3-4 pages for your class 11th linked topic, so that every time you start solution chapter, you revise this, you go through the linked topic of class 11th as well. This is a pro tip for all of you, right? This should be included in your handwritten notes. After the class, active recall and make clean short notes and revise short notes periodically, right? So this is what you have to do, and these are the resources where you can do the practice of class 11th topics and class 12th as well. Like you have VK Jaiswal for inorganic, physical chemistry you have Enavasthi, and organic you have MS Chauhan, and we also have our Tattva books of Vedantu, where you don't have to buy all these books, everything is already there in that chemistry section, right? Along with theory and previous year question, and level 1, level 2, level 3 level kind of question papers are there, right? So everything you will see there, right? So that's it for today, guys. Now do let me know in the comment section if you're ready for the class 12th, and if this thing is clear to you, that which topic you have to do before starting the class 12th specific chapter, right? So do let me know in the comment section. Hashtag class 12th ready. Write it down in the chat, in the comment section. Hashtag class 12th ready if you are ready for class 12 with me. So see you all in the classes. Bye bye and all the best for your class 12. Welcome to class 12. See you all.